Good morning. Welcome to Connelly Real Estate. I am very excited to host you for this YouTube live series. If you have made your way here through private invitation through my email list, I'm so happy to have you here. I am going live every Tuesday and Thursday to talk to you about all things real estate assisting and how someone like me can help your real estate business grow, as well as other important information that you may need as regarding to our industry, real estate, and all that. I am taking you all along for the ride as I grow and evolve in the real estate industry and hopefully help others do the same. My name is Shaylin, and I am an unlicensed real estate assistant in Washington State. I got my start in Oregon. I am in pursuit of my real estate education. That goal is to be achieved in 2023. I'm very excited for how God is plowing the way and preparing me for that. And this is one of those very important steps to take in order to get there. I have been working as a real estate admin and marketing professional since 2018, virtually and in-house for different brokerages throughout the Northwest. And I have decided to step into the world of real estate, start to get my name out there, and allow others to watch me grow and evolve and hopefully help others do the same in their business. So the first video is going to be a little bit unorthodox. It's just going to be a little bit about me. And as time goes on, these live streams will be a little more structured, a little bit more planned out, and a lot more fruitful. But I wanted to, just say thank you for tuning in if you are here. Again, if you made your way here by way of the email list, please log in or check in below in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from so I can send you a thank you. I am blessed to be in this industry. I have loved it ever since I got my first whiff of it in 2018. I work for a very prestigious real estate corporation here in the Northwest, on the West Coast, actually. And I loved everything about it. I knew that it was the right fit for me. And I knew that this would be something that I would want to do long term. I have danced with the industry since then. I have another real assisting business. I am a life coach. I have a lot going on. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I live in a very remote area, so something is always going on. And I find it so beautiful to know that real estate continues to find me. And finally, I just said, you know what, God, yes, this is what I want to do with my life. This is what I want to pursue. And so I gave him the yes. And so this is what evolved to it. Connelly Real Estate is going to become a thing. It will not always be Connelly Real Estate Assisting forever. So I'm excited for when that milestone hits, and I'm excited to see what God does with it. But in the meantime, this is how I am positioning myself to prepare for what God has in store. So let's talk about why a unlicensed virtual assistant can help you as a real estate broker, and what are the pros, and also what are the safety nets of having a virtual assistant remotely and how that works. So the positives are, one, you should have your brokerage team, your independent team should have 3 people at minimum. 1, you, the broker, the name on the sign, the transaction king or queen, okay? Your clients trust you. That is who obviously needs to be at the top tier. But you also need a runner. You need someone in your team that can list your signs, can make it to your open houses, can make those, vendor calls for you, and help you with the legalities of transaction coordinating, okay? But you also need a marketing specialist. You need someone who is going to take over in your social media marketing, your email marketing, your scheduling appointments, answer your phones as a virtual receptionist, and even make connections with other brokerages in the area if you need it, or someone to do your ad coordinating and all that stuff. All that stuff should have its own person doing it all. And honestly, to protect you, that person should have no clue of what's going on in the legalities of your transaction coordinating. That's why you need a transaction coordinator and someone who can go and do the errands that are necessary to secure the sale or to make it happen. Your marketing person, your admin, should only know your admin processes. This protects them and this protects you in the long run. But they should be willing to know and learn and get up to speed on real estate law and what is expected of them ethics wise. So that is 100% why you should have someone like me on your team. Now, whether you have them in-house or remotely is entirely up to you. There are perks to having someone in-house. You can have someone in-house that can print your printed marketing materials, do your mail outs if that's what you prefer, and someone who is there when you need it. But having someone remotely is also productive. I may not be able to print your materials, but we can make them print ready to where your transaction coordinator just hits the printer and mails it. Or for elevated services, we can absolutely get you prepared with making sure that you have the technologies and the services to where if you want to do mail outs through me, maybe it looks like a bigger package that you invest in, and that we make sure that the technology is covered and that, we have what we need to do the postal runs and this postage and everything. But guess what? We can do that. That is an option. But you don't need someone in your staff all the time. And or in your office and in your hair all the time to do your marketing. Does it grow trust? Yes. But honestly, having someone working remotely from the comfort of their home or their home office or their office somewhere else is not a bad thing. And honestly, it promotes more safety and more credibility for you. Because if they're not working with your client's information, then that confidentiality is already protected. And it's just a matter of protecting your content, making sure that, they're putting in the work and the dedication and the efforts necessary to helping you thrive and succeed. So that is 100% where I believe you should move in the direction of. But it is ultimately up to you. Plus, it saves on office space and you don't have to rent. Because I know in every brokerage, you have to pay for your office and your office space. So this actually cuts the cost of it. You don't have to pay, health insurance for PTO, for vacation, for lunches, none of that, because you are ultimately investing in an independent contractor who's respectively a business owner, and you cut all that out of your monthly pay to them. You can hire real estate assistants that are unlicensed, that specialize in what I do for temporary projects. That is fine. But I feel like you're going to get the most for your buck if you invest in them for the long haul, at least 1 to 2 years, so that they can get you in a consistency and they can, build your graphics, your aesthetics, your everything. That will just be an easy plug-in and replace method to your in-house coordinator or your next assistant or whatever. Like, you need to have someone that's going to be willing to build those systems for you, because every virtual assistant should understand that there's going to be someone behind them and there's going to be someone in-house eventually for you. And they need to be able to prepare those systems and those softwares and those products to where they can just plug in and go, and you will be taken care of on the other side. There are so many pros to having a me on your team. To have someone to coordinate your email marketing, your social media, all of that. It's really helpful. And safety is your number one priority, and making sure that we are abiding by legalities is key. So one of the things that I make it a priority to do is I do not service two brokers in the same vicinity. If they are in the same 30 to 40 minute drive and they 100% could do business with each other, I will not take on both clients. I am very strategic and very exclusive on how I approach bringing in business and the clients that I take on, because I never want to be put in a situation where I am, doing marketing for someone in the same town and they're fighting for the same listing or purchase or whatnot. And that just is never a good look. So that is one boundary I have. Another boundary is, because I am unlicensed, I do not go into the transactions itself, but I do offer the service of retrieving signatures on your behalf. Whether you use DocuSign, DocuHub, or something alike, I am more than happy to do signature reception for your business. That is one thing that I do offer in my services. But transaction coordinating, doing any sort of commission math or any of that, check processing, that is not something that I offer at this time, and I won't, because I do not want to be responsible for I don't want to be a reason why you get a flag or you find yourself in a hot seat or whatnot. I want to make sure that I'm protecting all of my clients from any risks. I am very strong-minded and strong-handed in marketing and presentation. My 3 core focuses as a real estate assistant is communication, content, and customer service. That is at the core of who I am, and that is at the core of how I operate. And that is a priority to me, and that's what I believe is a priority to you. I want to make sure that you are consistent with what you put out there, that your clients still know it is you. And if they will sense that you have a marketing specialist on your team, but to make sure that beyond our partnership, you still have the same consistency to where people just get used to it and say, that's her team, that's their excellence. We get it. So there are benefits to having a strong marketing voice in your brand. Now, real estate is different because you need as many as fruitful as a network as you can fathom, and you need to see healthy conversions from followers to clients, and clients who are actually listing their homes and wanting to purchase a home as well. So the conversions look a little different, and you get to decide what your workload is or isn't. And, you do have to take account for the real estate seasons of the year. You need to expect that March to September is going to be crazy for you. September to December usually is all about finishing out those contracts, having that last little bit of wave. And then you have December to February, a little bit to just chill, just remain consistent, have a slowdown, focus on the family, holidays, vacation, whatever, and making sure that your taxes are prepared and all that stuff. So you do have to take account the real estate seasons, and basic consumer psychology, home buying, science and statistics. All of that needs to come into play and to account when you are running an independent business as a real estate broker, and having someone on your team that specializes in just this area will help you. And as I grow and evolve in the real estate industry, that the services I provide already will. So what I am looking for as far as clients goes is I am looking for those clients who are willing to take me on as a virtual unlicensed real estate assistant and shepherd me into the education process of my pursuit. Someone who would be willing to mentor me, quiz me every now and then, make sure that I'm prepared for the education, for the certification, and somewhere that will be that hopefully on the other side will be willing to give me a go at it so I can hang my license and get started. Where I live now, it specializes in farms, lands, rustic homes. There is a different real estate um, demographic here compared to what you would get in the city. And so I want to be able to be guided and mentored through this experience, but I also want to do what I love doing, which is to do real estate work. And so I pride myself on pricing with a purpose, on being affordable, being someone that you can rely on. So I am committed to fulfilling this role for at least 2 to 3 years so that I can service you, create consistency for my family, prepare us for the education part of my journey, the licensing, and then still be in a position to prepare financially. Because as a real estate agent, when you go into brokering, you should have 6 to 9 months, if not a year, of savings worth that can go to your expenses while you're building your real estate profile, because it's going to take you a while to make that first sale, to grow your clients, to establish trust, establish visibility. The marketing psychology still applies to real estate. And so this gives me the time to slowly evolve and to make the most out of that process into the industry. And that is just me being point blank honest on what my intentions are. Being in the industry from 2018 has taught me a lot, but I am not a spring chicken to the world of virtual assisting. I have been a virtual assistant for 20 years almost. That's 17 years in the fields of journalism, writing, marketing, teaching, storytelling, advocacy. I have had a very successful business as a virtual assistant, and it's something that I plan to do until I can formally cross over the bridge, make real estate my full-time focus, as well as ministry, because I am a Christian life coach on the other side of my professional life as well. I want to continue to create the life that is going to benefit my children and my husband. I believe in fully believe in the ability to work for yourself in a team environment in a way that impacts others. And I do not believe in the lie that we cannot achieve financial sustainability, success, wealth, and all that. I believe God wants all of us to be taken care of. Is there a lot of questions regarding why he allows poverty and all that stuff? Of course. But I also believe that we are responsible for modeling to the future generations everything that is in their reach. So if you can model to them that blue collar is available, military is available, ministry is available, marketing is available, working for yourself is available, real estate is available, plus college, all these things, like you are going to pour so much inspiration into your kids. And even if they take their own route in life, all they're going to see is that they had two parents that worked, that provided an example for them, and that they're a no excuse family. And that's only going to benefit them in the long run. And so you have to take that into accountability with your career. Who is watching you from your experience? And for me, I live in a very small rustic town, and this is the perfect area to learn about real estate and to get into the industry. But I believe in process. I believe in the law of sow and reap. And I also am not going to be dumb enough to leave my full-time career right now as a virtual assistant to skip over to real estate without the full preparation under my belt. So that is why Connelly Real Estate has been open for that purpose. And I have worked with real estate corporations. I've worked with independent brokers, and I worked with independent brokerage companies. I've been a part of a team that has made the $1 billion mark in sales. I have been a part of teams that, have had 40 plus agents involved. And I have also worked with independent brokers who have just needed copywriting every now and then. I do it all. And so if you want to know more about my services and what I offer and what I can do to help you, then this is going to be the appropriate series to tune into Tuesdays and Thursdays so that you can get a good feel for what I offer and why and what I'm about. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment box so that I can be sure to address them and make sure that all your voices are heard. And real estate marketing and real estate marketing psychology is unique. Yes, you have to build your network, but you also have to encourage people, your ongoing audience, why selling your home is valuable. And you have to come against the Goliaths of, but I raised my kids here. I can't just leave my house. I can't just start over. You have to speak to a lot of mental and emotional and spiritual health to talk sense into people taking a chance to list real estate items for sale, homes, property, what have you. And there's even social media real estate out there anymore. Like, there are so many ways that real estate has dominated the world of commerce. And there are so many opportunities for careers in real estate that, the options are endless. But you need to have a core team that's going to be willing to help you grow and convert from audience to network to paid clients, right? Clients that bring that healthy return on investment so that you can continue to live the lifestyle that you love so much, or you wouldn't be in real estate. I know that real estate agents aren't rich. I know that you aren't rolling in the reputation and the wealth that others perceive you to be. You've worked hard. You can go months without seeing 1 cent, and you have to learn how to balance and how to manage your money in a way that won't slap you in the face. I understand it. I know the struggles that you face, but I also know that you can't do everything on your own, and the value of having a good assistant. And when you need that hallelujah help, that is exactly where I plug into and make your life better. I know the need that you have for someone like me in your brokerage, and I would love to be the person who fulfills that role for you. And I am 100%. I operate under an NDA. And again, I do not take on two clients in the same area. If I have more than one client from a brokerage interested in me, I will approach them with becoming a brokerage rep and brokerage in-house VA. And then I can work exclusively with their brokerage. And that's how I have managed that over the years. I don't ever want to put anyone in a position where they feel that they're in competition or they can't trust me or any of that. So just know that I hold my integrity and your protection and your safety and your reputation to high priority. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. Follow us on Instagram. Keep a lookout for other updates that we will bring into the mix as time goes on. I thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on Thursday. Have a good day.